Hello everybody, this is GeGe from GeGe Yoga. I'm back with day 9 for the 12 days of Christmas yoga challenge. Forgot the name of my own challenge there, obviously. So today is a dynamic, very flowing yoga flow. I had really good feedback on day 7, which is a flow which moved a lot more. So we've got more of that coming today. And I really hope you enjoy. Your legs are going to get a really good stretch in this, so enjoy that. And I will see you on the mat.
Christmas spirit again.
So we're actually going to start down on our backs today. So let's get to that. So rolling all the way down, and then planting the soles of feet onto the ground, like so. Make sure that your whole lower back is flush with the mat. We're just going to start with some belly breathing here. So bring the hands down to the lower belly, down to the pelvis, and start breathing in through the nose. And feel the belly press against your hands as you inhale. So you want to direct all of your breath down, down, down to your belly. And as you exhale, feel it empty of air. And just keep going like this. So you're inhaling and you're exhaling. Just dropping in, getting settled in. Thanking yourself for making it to the mat today. It's not always easy. And I know that we have people from all over the world practicing. We've got people from Canada, and we've got people from America, and of course people from the lovely UK. So just imagine all of those people practicing, maybe at the same time as you right now, maybe not. And the oneness that happens with that feeling of joining hands virtually with people around the world. One more breath in here. Beautiful. Plant the hands down towards the mat. We're going to take some pelvic tilts here. So what I want you to do is start to tilt your pelvis forward so that your low back comes off the mat. Inhale and exhale as the low back comes down, and you start to tilt the pelvis upwards a little bit. Low back and bottom come off the floor a little bit here. And then here we go again. Inhale, arch the back, arch the spine. And exhale, take it the opposite way. So this is all about becoming just a little bit more aware of what's happening with your back, what's happening in your body. How does each sensation feel? Really tune into your own, I want to say vibrations. That's not really it for this. It's more sensations. And sync it with the breath, just as we've been practicing doing. One more, inhale and exhale. Bit of an awkward one if one of your family members comes in. And bring it down to neutral. Okay, take the arms out wide, either into a T or a cactus, depending on how much room you're working with today. I'm lucky to have a nice big space here. So wide open, bring the knees in towards the chest. Start to bump the hips slightly over towards the right, and then drop the knees to the left. And I'm going to be really careful with my mic. Inhale and exhale. In and exhale, bring it back to center. Bring your hips back to neutral, so back to the center line, and then bump them over to the left this time, and dropping both knees over towards the right. You can look back at your left hand if that feels good to you. And you don't have to be super active in the feet or anything here. We're just warming up through that spine, clearing out the cobwebs. One more inhale. And exhale back to center. Beautiful job. Okay, From here, we're going to rock up and down the spine a couple of times until we stand all the way up. And if you don't believe you can do it, you won't. So give it a go, okay? So here we go. Rock it back and forward and back. Woo! And forward. This time we're going to stand. Yes, we are. Back and up you get. Standing all the way up. Beautiful job. Whether you did or didn't, it's all good. It's all good. Roll the shoulders all the way up to the ears and drop them down the back. Great job. And again. And down. One more for good measure. Inhale. And exhale. And we're going to take a couple of side reaches here. Start opening up through the body. So I'm just going to turn to face you so you can see what I'm doing here. So take your right arm up and overhead, like so. And then keep the journey going. So start to round through the spine, going into a bit of a forward fold here. Not a full stretch one. Nice and soft in the knees. And then start to roll it up through the spine. Great job. Take it the other way. Inhale. And exhale. Rolling it up. One more time each side. Inhale and exhale, keeping it really fluid. And one more. Inhale and exhale, and rolling it all the way up. Brilliant. Okay, sun salutations, but the low lunge variation that we did just a couple of days ago, because I know that was a popular one. So let's do it again. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, fold it all the way down. Whew. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Really feel the difference between flat back and forward fold. You have a nice straight spine in this one. And as you fold back down, you can let everything soften a little bit. Plant the palms, step it back to your plank pose. And we're just going to take one chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, take it back to down dog. Take yourself back to the top of the mat into your forward fold. Inhale, flat back, half lift. And exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Let's get to those lunges. Now we're a bit warmer. So inhale, reach the arms. And exhale, fold it down. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, take your left foot back behind you, coming into a low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands come down, step it back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, take the left foot forward this time. If you struggle to bring your foot through, consider using a block either side or maybe a big book either side. Sometimes helps. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come down, step it to the front. Inhale, flat back, half lift. And exhale down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. To the other side, here we go. Inhale. And exhale down. Inhale, flat back, half lift. And exhale, right foot goes back. Low lunge. Inhale, knee aligned over ankle. And exhale, hands come down, step it back to your down dog. Right foot comes forward this time. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, hands come down and step it to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful job. Same again, but just adding a chaturanga each time. So inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, folding it down. Inhale, flat back, half lift. And exhale, step the left foot back, low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands come down, step it back to plank pose. Inhale, take a vinyasa. And exhale, take it back to down dog. Left foot comes through between the hands, low lunge. Inhale. And exhale, hands come down and step it to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back, half lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Exactly the same, just on the other side. Inhale, reach the arms. And exhale, fold it down. Inhale, flat back, right foot goes back. Here we go. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, hands come down, step it back to your plank pose. Exhale, down to that chaturanga. You can always take the knees down. Inhale to lift the chest. And exhale to take it back to down dog. Right foot comes through between the hands. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands come down and step it to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back, half lift. And exhale, fold it down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful job. Take a deep breath in. And out. And one more in. And one more out. Beautiful. Let's keep flowing and moving. Reach the arms up. And exhale, take it down. Inhale, flat back, half lift. And exhale, this time take it back to your downward facing dog. So find a comfortable downward facing dog for you, whether the feet are further apart or closer together. Every skeleton is different. What works for you might not work for somebody else, and vice versa. Pressing the heels down towards the mat. You can have a bend in the knees. It's all good. Okay, let's get flowing. So anchor the left heel down, reach the right leg all the way up to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, bring that right knee through, dome through the upper back, really tuck that knee in towards the chest and place it down between the hands, lowering down the back knee. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, half split, so hinging it back, flexing the foot. And again, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, hinging it back. Nice. This time, keep the hands on the ground as you hinge it forward, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. You're going to sweep this front leg all the way back to your three-legged dog in one smooth motion, potentially. That's the intention. Taking it all the way up and back. Inhale. And exhale, take that leg down. Use your upper body strength here and start to walk your hands towards your feet. Come into a forward fold at the back of the mat and then rolling all the way up to standing. Beautiful. Bring the hands to the lower back. Give yourself a gentle release in the chest. Inhale. And exhale, roll all the way back down to your forward fold. Walk out to your downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, reach the leg all the way up to the sky. And exhale, bring that right foot through between the hands. Nice. Reach the arms all the way up. We're coming to high crescent lunge. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bring this left hand to the back left leg and then reach back with that right arm. So you're going for a really gentle back bend here. And then bring both hands together. We're going to come to a twisted prayer lunge here. So you're twisting towards your front thigh and then using it as leverage. Press your hands together. Look up towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Bring the hands back towards center. Take the hands towards the ground or the fingertips, or if you've got blocks, you can go for them. And then taking it to a standing splits position. So your standing splits may be here, it may be here, or it may be all the way up here, but try to keep your hips closed as opposed to opening up to get the height. One more inhale. And as you exhale, bring that foot down and roll all the way up to standing. Beautiful. We're going to do that all again on the other side. Here we go. Inhale. Reach the arms up. And exhale, fold it down. Inhale, flat back, half lift. And exhale, fold. Step it back to your downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Okay. Left foot goes all the way up to the sky. Three-legged dog. And exhale, knee to nose, and then place it through between the hands, taking the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Feel that stretch through the back hip flexor. And exhale, half splits. Flex those toes, really flex the toes. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hinging it back. Nice job. This time, keeping the hands on the ground. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. One smooth motion. Just give it a go. If it's several smooth motions, it's fine. Start to sweep it up and back. On an exhale, bring the foot down, back into your downward facing dog. Walk the hands in towards the feet and roll it all the way up. Take the hands to the lower back. Give yourself a gentle back bend. Inhale. And exhale back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Walk the hands back out to a downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, lift that left leg all the way up towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale, bring that left foot through between the hands, lifting up to your high crescent lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, settle the hips down, just making sure that you can still see your toes. Inhale. Coming into exalted warrior, so bringing the right hand down to the back right leg and just gently leaning back with this left one. Keep bending into that front left knee. And then bringing the hands together and take that twisted lunge towards your front left knee. Pressing into the hands, looking up towards the sky. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And bringing that body back towards center. Reach forward with the hands, spring it towards your standing splits. So the intention of standing splits isn't so much the height of the leg, but more dropping your head down and getting it close to your shin. It's just an intention. Most people can't get their heads there. I certainly can't. But it's just an intention. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that foot down and roll all the way up to standing. Take a deep breath in. Gentle sigh out. And one more. And a gentle sigh out. Okie doke. So we're going to do it all again, but just adding in the option for full splits if that's in your yoga practice. Even if it isn't currently in your yoga practice, you might want to give it a go. If you're a total beginner, maybe hold off and just stay in the half splits position. I wouldn't want you to pull anything, but our legs are quite warm, so use your best judgment here. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold it down. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold down. Inhale, plant the palms, step it back to your down dog, and exhale, press the heels down towards the mat. Okay. Pesky hair getting in the way. Here we go. Right leg sweeps all the way up and back. Three-legged dog. Tone the butt cheeks. And exhale. Right foot comes through between the hands. And you lower down the back knee. Inhale. Reach the arms up. And exhale. Half splits. And again. Inhale. Reach it up. And exhale. Half splits. Now, option here. Stay here. Or you can start to work down towards your splits. If you have blocks or two big books of sort of equal height, it's something you can work with here to give yourself leverage. So if you're about here, for example, it just means that you're not slamming your body weight down and overstretching the muscles around your groin. So you can hold yourself up here. If you have splits, work your way down without the blocks. So plenty of options today. Make sure that back knee is tucked under. Really important. You don't want to be doing this. Nobody wants to see this. So just making sure that those hips are turning somewhat towards the front. It's an asymmetrical position, so they're not going to be fully turned towards the front, but with the intention of them not facing the side. A couple more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Last breath out. Okay, to come out of this, you're going to come out the way you came in. So just gently start to bring your leg towards, one leg towards the other. Can't speak today. Very good. And then start to hinge it forward. Hinging yourself into your low runner's lunge, you're going to sweep that leg up and back. So we're resuming the flow now. and then taking it to your downward facing dog. Walk the hands in and rolling all the way up to standing. Take hold of your lower back, gentle release in that chest, and bring it back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold all the way down. Here we go, walking the hands towards your downward facing dog, and then reach the right leg up and back. On your exhale, take that foot through between the hands, and then taking the arms all the way up to the sky. Inhale, and exhale. Bring the left hand to the back left leg, and reach the right arm up and back, exalted warrior. And then taking the hands together, coming into that twisted lunge. Press into your hands, inhale, and exhale, coming back to center, spring it forward, standing splits, inhale, and exhale, bring the foot down, rolling all the way up to standing. Beautiful. One more side to do. Keep going, keep flowing, keep seeing if you can marry the breath with the movement as we've been doing for quite a lot of this series already. It really, really helps and sets yoga apart from different forms of physical exercise as well, I think. So here we go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, flat back, half lift, and exhale, take it back to your downward facing dog. Take your left leg all the way up to the sky, inhale, and exhale, foot comes through between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, hinge it back. And again, inhale, and exhale, hinge it back. A beautiful option to stay here, or you have your options with your blocks, your books, or coming into full splits. Wherever you're at, be there. Don't feel less than because you're not quite where you think you should be. And breathe into the stretch. If you have a variation you like to do where you're folding over or leaning back, please feel free. But if you're holding onto blocks, maybe don't. Just keep the body upright. If you're down into your full splits, you're welcome to try any variation that you see fit. Okay, let's start to come out. So bringing the legs close together and then starting to hinge it forward, coming into that low runner's lunge, lifting the back knee. Let's sweep this front left leg up and back. Three-legged dog, inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the hands in and start to roll all the way up the spine. Inhale, chest release. And exhale, back to center. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, start to walk out to your downward facing dog. And exhale, push the heels down. Left leg goes all the way up to the sky, three-legged dog. And exhale, foot comes through between the hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge. And exhale, hips come down, feel that stretch in the front of the back thigh. Coming into your exalted warrior, so right hand comes down to the back right thigh, gentle lean back, gaze upwards, and then bringing the hands together, take that slice through the air to your prayer twist, looking up to the sky. Inhale. Bring it back to center. Let's bring it forward, be brave. Coming into your half splits, your standing splits. Inhale. And exhale, both feet come down and you're rolling up. Take a nice deep sigh out as you get to the top. And just take a moment in your mountain pose, open up the palms, ground the feet down, find your neutral spine again. So just reset. We're just going to start to simmer things down a little bit. Beautiful. Start to roll all the way down, chin tucks down first. Rolling to your forward fold, nice and soft here. Beautiful. And make your way down towards your bum. So we're going to come to a cobbler's pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together and the legs out. If your knees are up here, it's no issue at all. Unless it's super uncomfortable for you. If it's uncomfortable, you can always pad under pillows, blocks, whatever you need. But if it's not comfortable, then it's absolutely fine. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, start to fold forward. Coming to the more yin side of the lesson. Finding a little bit more stillness. Notice the extra movements that you do without even realizing it. And ask yourself if you really need to do that. Do you need to play with your clothes? Do you need to rub your toes together as I just did? Or can you find some total stillness? And gently start to bring yourself up. Use your hands to help your knees together. We're actually going to come onto the knees. So we're going to come into quite an intense hip stretch. This is froggy pose. It's one that I particularly enjoy, but I know that many others do struggle with. So as usual, we've got plenty of options for levels here. So bring the hands down towards the ground. I'm just going to move myself back a bit. And move the blocks out of the way. Bring your hands down, knees are together, and start to open up your knees, nice and wide. And then as soon as you feel a sensation that feels like your edge, like your moment where you start to feel really quite uncomfortable, you must stop there. There's no point trying to go any deeper and sitting in pain, right? So find your edge. I have quite loose muscles around my sort of groin area, so this is a good one for me, but anyone can get to it. And then choose what you want to do with your feet. So I'm much more comfortable with mine pointed and sort of tucked under slightly, and other people prefer them flexed and outwards. It really doesn't matter which, as long as you're comfortable. We're targeting the sort of the groin and the hips here. It's not really so much about the feet. And then if you have a little bit more flexibility, you can bring your forearms down. You could even bring your belly down and your head towards your hands. Note as well, if you're super uncomfortable, you can prop yourself with a firm cushion or a couple of blocks underneath your private area. Just a couple more breaths here. Okay, we're going to gently start to come out. Okay, so coming onto the forearms and then onto the hands if you were down, and then very, very gently start to move your legs inwards. And then just taking a moment here, sit back onto your heels and let your hips just reset to their natural position. Nice. Swing the legs around. We're coming down to our backs. We're winding down the practice, coming towards the end. So gently rolling down. No swingy up and downs this time. I'm actually going to take this hair down. And then planting the soles of the feet onto the ground, to walk them as wide as the yoga mat, and then let the knees drop inwards. So it's exactly the opposite of what we've just been doing. So we've been opening out and cranking out quite wide. Now let them drop inwards. Just breathing, maybe tapping back into that belly breath that we started with, if that felt good for you. And then start to bring your legs back to your neutral position, and we're coming down to Shavasana. So letting everything drop open, super wide. You can even take a really wide Shavasana. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. This is my favorite kind of Shavasana, where you're like big old pancake. Take it however you would like to. And find that stillness that I was speaking about, that space between your thoughts. If you have any music playing now, may be a good time to turn it off and just be in the stillness and the quiet. So beneficial. We spend a lot of our day doing very stimulating things for the brain on tablets and phones and TVs and laptops. So this moment of switch off becomes very, very important and very rare. Last couple of moments here. Start to bring yourself back into the room. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, whatever feels good and right to you. Lovely, magical you. Start to roll onto one side of the body, tucking the knees towards the chest. And then start to press yourself up, coming to an easy cross-legged position. Sitting nice and tall, nice straight spine. Let the energy run freely up and down that spine, and take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And another, and out. And one more. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm going to close out with one of my favourite sayings. This might resonate with you depending on the kind of day you've had today. Everything will be all right in the end. And if it's not all right, it's not the end. Namaste.